Your phone calls and feedback coming up. Gator?
Doug?
Yeah, you there?
I am. Yeah, sorry.
Michigan State's lost last night. Did you, I mean, look, winning in Minnesota can be tough. Got it. One of the sidebar stories is Jeremy Fears and the physicality that he's playing with. And look, I know that Michigan took some umbrage, but I thought last night is an example of how it can cost you.
I didn't like what I saw from Jeremy Fears. I thought it was awful. You had the game against Michigan where there's a couple of plays in there that could be construed as dirty for certain. That obviously the Michigan fan base will feel that way. In the Michigan State fan base, it's hard not to acknowledge that it's certainly not above board. But then when you back that up, you get called out by their coach and by other people, and then you go into the Minnesota game, and then you pick up where you left off, and you end up having a mule kick, and then you're tripping guys on the floor again. I hate it because, I can't stand Grayson Allen. And this is the type of crap that you would see Grayson Allen do that I just can't stand. And when you see it in the NBA as well, they carry it into that aspect. That's no good. Jeremy Fears is a really good player. Yep. He's an excellent distributor of the basketball. When he drives to the lane, he does a great job of finishing. He knocks down his free throws. He's a solid player. What he doesn't have is a great outside shot, but that's something that can be worked on. But otherwise, he's seen prior to the Michigan game, I don't think any of us had ever seen anything that was in question with his playing style. But now it's these last two games, he's got a whole highlight reel of stuff that could get him into trouble. I don't know if the Big Ten looks at this and says, all right, we're going to shut you down for a game or not. Or, Tom Izzo's already saying he's not likely to start the next game. And the next game is what, Illinois? Yikes. This is something that could cost your team a little bit. Now, fortunately, this is happening now in the early stages of late stages of January and into early November. You can nip this in the bud.
February.
February. Thank you. I'm jumping way ahead. But you can nip this in the bud, work on it, and he's got to grow up, as Tom Izzo said. And in the meantime, Michigan State's troubles are far more than just dirty play from Jeremy Fears. They didn't show up in the first half for the third straight game. They weren't able to show up. They have this furious comeback like they had against Rutgers, forced the overtime, they got the win. They had a furious comeback against Michigan, ended up taking the 1-point lead. They couldn't hang on to it. They lost the game. They had a furious comeback last night, able to come back to within 2, and they couldn't finish the job. That's not going well. Your trend in the last 3 games is not good at all, and it has exposed Michigan State for a lot of problems they have, which is finding a secondary scorer, finding what the hell has happened with Jackson Kohler being this outside presence, being able to get inside and outside. Carson Cooper has been the same type of thing where we're just not getting the offensive output. That other guys just have totally disappeared from being able to knock down shots, whether it was Teng or early in the year you saw Fears being able to knock down some shots, and is the inconsistent play you're getting from everybody else. This is not good for Michigan State, but it might be happening at the best time because you still have plenty of time to work out these bugs prior to tournament time.
So as far as Fears is concerned, reel it in, it hurt the team. Michigan State had all the momentum. Then he got the technical foul, and Minnesota got the 2 free throws, got a bucket out of it, and kind of pulled away again, and then survived in the end. And that hurt his own team. Nobody has been seriously hurt. It's a lesson learned. Young people make mistakes. I have a lot of tolerance now for college-age kids, and getting second chances and all that. But, what he did is, as you mentioned, cross the line. There were other guys, though, that kind of were called upon to step up. Trey Fort, welcome back, right, from Michigan State. Jordan Scott in the starting lineup. Yeah, but they got to figure out, I always talk about be the best version of themselves. It's not Carson Cooper going scoreless. It's not Jackson Kohler like he's looked the last couple of games. So there's stuff. And the defending the arc last night was a problem. Izzo's got his hands full, but in the end, and I don't care what anybody said or anything, Fears needs to stop hurting his team, or making sure he doesn't hurt anybody else with a dirty play, because that would look bad. It would already has looked bad, but it would be a lot worse. The warnings are there, signs are there, and as I think Izzo used the term last night in his postgame, time to grow up.
Yeah.
So,
and it'd be interesting to
Kang,
see what he ends up saying when he gets his next opportunity in front of cameras and microphones. Jeremy Fears, he'll be asked about it. What is he going to say? Will he show maturity or not?
Kang, do you have any thoughts on this?
On Jeremy Fears?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, one time I was talking to Gator this morning about it. One time you can let it slide and come up with an excuse for something, right? But when it becomes multiple times and then people start looking at the tape and becomes a pattern, then you built a reputation. And reputations are hard to shake sometimes, and that's what I worry about Jeremy Fears, because he is a really good player. And obviously no one needs to do stuff like that, but this could be maybe a turning point for. The problem is Grayson Allen hasn't changed, has he? Dylan Brooks changed? Like they seem to stick with these guys forever. Draymond Green, right? Does it ever go away when you get attached with it?
Well, I mean, it can. It can. Like I'm trying to think of guys around the Big Ten. Do you remember a player named Brad Davidson from Wisconsin? And I think his name came up on the broadcast last night. And he was like that. Aaron Kraft at Ohio State.
You hated Aaron Kraft.
Rosy cheeks.
Yeah.
He was your least favorite college basketball player ever, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. I mean, he was a pain in the ass to play against, but
he was a great defender.
He was a great defender, and he was a hell of a player. But there are guys that are hard to play against, and you want to be that guy that's hard to play against. You don't want to be the guy that has the reputation for crossing the line, because the next thing you know, people are looking for you and people are looking out, and you're just not going to get away with anything. But 248-539-9797. All right, so it is a huge day for the NBA. No more trades to report yet for the Pistons. It looks like Giannis is staying in Milwaukee. That's what teams are being told, which impacts the race in the East, and that he's not going to any other contender in the East. Some Red Wing talk coming up as well. Big day for the Tigers. Lots going on. 97.1.